Welcome, y'all. Welcome back, Soul Family. Welcome. Mm. Just loading, making sure we are live. It actually takes a few seconds from the time it shows me I'm live. It'd be like a little delayed. So just trying to make sure we are good on here. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Sacred Shadows 333. Yes, y'all, we are back again. We always gonna come back again. Back in the building. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to Sacred Shadows 333. Hey, Soul Family. Those of you that are new, welcome to the family. Okay, it's a vibe over here, y'all. Y'all don't know behind the scenes. Like, it's really a vibe. Like, I wear jewelry, it's intentional, okay? It's ceremonial for me. Whenever I come on here, I don't wear rings all day. But when I come on do my readings, for some reason, like, I just pull from my ring collection of what mommy wants me to wear, what spirit my ancestors want me to wear when I channel these messages, okay? So it's very intentional. Everything I do is intentional, okay? I even wear perfume, y'all. I put on perfume before I come on. I don't know the name of this perfume because it is Arabic, but I will find it and link it for y'all, okay? So look out for that. I had posted, I took it down, but I had in my bio a my Amazon store. I need to update it for y'all because y'all do be asking me. Y'all be like, "Oh, you look so cute," and y'all be asking about my hair and stuff. So I'm gonna share with y'all the goodies, okay? But everything is intentional. When I come on here, that's just what I channel before I come on for the live is to put myself together. Hey, Kevin, wanna see my hand? Yeah, I did a different combo today. I have been wearing a lot of gold. Um, on my readings lately, but today I was feeling the silver. So I put on more silver. Y'all know my color ring. These are my ancestor rings, okay? These are rings that literally the ancestors said, get this, baby. We need you to wear these colors. So that's what that is. But everything has a representation. Are you on open hand? Yes. I gotta do my nails. My nails not done yet. But I got a nice little ring collection here. And I keep it all. It's very sacred to me. So I found this beautiful bowl. I was going to use it for a duster bowl for my powder that I make. I make a lot of things myself too. And it just fits in there perfect, all my jewelry. Even my lips and my lip combo. I'm going to show y'all real quick as y'all was asking. So this is a lip gloss I made myself, okay? It has like lanolin, some rosehip oil, some sweet almond oil in it, and something else. I can't remember what all I put in it. Okay, I go in with this first for my lip combo, y'all. Then I go in with the Milani. Can y'all see that? Milani. And this one, I put this on. And this one is called Naked, baby. That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? Naked, just like me. Okay, number 89, y'all. If y'all like my lip combo, that's what that is. And then I go in with my Dior. Okay, go with my Dior for the top coat. Okay, give it that extra shine. And this number is 30. Dior Addict. Okay, so that's that, y'all. But I'm gonna update my Amazon storefront for y'all that's been asking about my fit. Much success, superstar. Thank you. Much success to you too. But yeah, y'all, everything is intentional. Everything is a vibe. I am feeling some motion in my sacral chakra. I was not feeling it before. Give me a minute. I told y'all before on this channel that I feel connected. Like when I share readings with y'all, I feel like if I was given an assignment over a particular chakra to help y'all work through, it is the sacral chakra. I just feel really connected to that chakra. And I'm feeling some movement, y'all. Y'all know the sacral chakra is our creation, okay? Okay, that is our creative power, our success power, right? When we tap into our sacral and be in flow, be in harmony with ourselves, right? So, yeah. Y'all, hold on. Hold on, y'all, because I feel like I'm having menstrual cramps and I'm not on my cycle. Ugh. See, you have to like allow spirit to move how spirit moves. Ah, thank you. Say I look so pretty. Thank you. Hey, Grayson. Lit Story, James, Kevin. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Golly. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Thank you, Caroline. Say I'm drop dead gorgeous. Thank you. Y'all, I tell y'all, every time I come in here and go live, I always have some kind of phenomenon. I was having headaches. I feel like I got the headaches under control. I looked at my Tylenol. I said, I'm good. I don't need no Tylenol. We ain't having no headaches today. And unexpectedly, I'm having some cramps and I'm not on my cycle. But yeah, I know for women, technically, our cycle is actually 28 days. Oh, y'all, I'm cramping and it hurts. Oh my goodness, and I'm not gonna stop this live. Y'all know I let it roll. Hey, Cello. I let it roll. I don't like editing, y'all. Even when I post my video uploads, I do not edit. I talk all the way straight through. I let it roll. Whatever happens, happens. We roll with it. And if you're a lady, you know, cramping. Listen, I feel like I can't even move. Y'all see I'm like frozen. It's very painful. And this is unexpected because I was not feeling like this before I came on here. Say, beautiful woman. Thank you. You're very pretty. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Gorgeous. Oh my God. Y'all, I lost my whole train of thought. Ooh. I'm not stopping my live because you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I strongly believe in that. Okay? Especially when we're channeling and sharing these messages. Everything is a message and happens for a reason. People say it to me. Yes, hearts for Sawyer. Thank y'all for the love. Okay, so let me go back to my message. When I came on, y'all know when I get ready to come on live, I really don't be having like a message, like a plan. I usually don't get the word until like right before I'm about to record. And I just know that I'm gonna record for the day, but I don't really be having like what's the word until I get ready to come on. And what I heard today before I was coming on was twin, where have you been? Okay. Thank you. I got a new subscriber. Ooh, thank y'all. Y'all know we've been growing over here. And you're the first person to actually say my name right. Oh, yes. Listen, I understand, y'all, because my birth name is Janika. Okay, and people, they tear up my name all the time. All my life in school, my name was getting towed up. Even as an adult, they tear my name up. So I understand. Try to enunciate and pronounce these things correctly. Hey, y'all. Cute name. Thank you. What? Me correct. Hey, for you, no reason this. Y'all. Okay, so. Oh my God. Y'all just bear with me. So, what I was hearing before I came on here was twin, where have you been? Okay. And at first, I was getting this energy of like, before I heard twin, where you been, I was getting this energy of like, people looking for you, but it was like hater energy, like they looking for you. Okay, like you just been like low key, you know what I'm saying? Like people are not able to monitor you and keep tabs on you like they used to. And then I started hearing twin, where have you been, from that song by Muni Long. Okay, but that's a love song. Twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna love me like you do. Can't even deny it, even when I try it. Okay? You look in my eyes and know I'm lying, lying. So it reminded me of a post I did yesterday or last night, and it was It was Neo and dang, what's her name? Dang, it just left me. But the lady from the Matrix. Okay, and y'all know the Matrix movie. That's like it's a telling story of not only a chosen one, but also a twin flame relationship. So I made a post that said they call it love, but we call it soul recognition, right? So when you have a twin flame, the initial feelings is a feeling of love, but it actually is soul recognition. Like you know each other, right? Like you've been here, before. Like you've experienced each other before. You say you love my singing, thank you. Not ooh, get it, girl. Oh, thank you. Love my hair. Yes, I've been being asked about my hair. I'm gonna share with y'all the link where I get my hair. But y'all, I'm cramping really bad, and I think that's a message because I was not cramping like at all. I don't know what the message is yet, but it's gonna come to me because that's how spirit works. Yes, you have my mom's hair. Oh my gosh, y'all, we're gonna work through this. I'm not cutting off this live. I feel like I want to go lay down and put a heating pad on because that's what I do when I am on my cycle. Hold on, y'all, I gotta put my pants down a little bit. I'm hearing for y'all to always pay attention to your body. That's for somebody. Always pay attention to your body. Uh, your body always tells you what you need, what it needs. So like sometimes I may like start craving something out of nowhere, right? Because your body always knows what it needs. So pay attention to your body. That's why I say a lot. Like, yeah, there's an energy of sometimes when we need to just push through, but also listen to our body when our body wants to rest or is like, I told y'all before, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm naturally a perfectionist and I want to have everything like together. But I have learned to embrace the mess. Y'all seen my mug the other day. I've learned to embrace the mess over the years and let things be and let it flow. Like it don't need to be perfect. I also have a heavy Aquarius energy in me, Scorpio energy, and so yeah, learning to just be free and present in the moment, whatever that moment is. OMG. Yeah, y'all. So yes, so they be a little shy over here sometimes. It's okay. But yeah, I'm hearing this energy of twin, where have you been? I'm looking at the Six of Cups right here. And so yeah, that is about that remembering, that nostalgia, past life energy. So this definitely could be about a twin flame, soul recognition, connection. Twin, where have you been? Somebody may want to have babies with you too. Okay, with this represents family life, and my sacral chakra is cramping like a pregnant woman. Okay, somebody want to have babies with y'all. You could have a twin that has been hiding their emotions for you with the moon card. Okay, this is what's hidden. They feel like you are the moon. They are the sun. You are their moon. Okay, your twin could have intense emotions for you. They dream about you a lot. Y'all communicate. You and your twin could communicate telepathically a lot as well. Okay. And this person, King of Wands, your twin, whether it's a male or a woman, could be one to come and take action towards you and act on their desires. Okay. If you are in no contact with this person and you are still feeling that strong bond, it's because y'all have past lives together. Y'all have past lives together. You have the Ace of Cups here. So this is about love, marriage, and proposal. Yeah, that's what they want to come take action on. If they were emotionally like unavailable or emotionally closed off, King of Cups, they are opening up. Spirit could be working with this person behind the scenes, okay? Their spirit team. When y'all are in a twin flame connection, it is fated, it is divinely guided. So you both will get nudges, right? Of what to do, what to say. Like spirit will move you, okay, to make this wish come true. The Nine of Cups is wish come true, okay? You are each other's like fulfillment. And I'm getting to, you said she vapes too. It's bad. She never uses those. Yeah, I was gonna say too, we talk about twin flames a lot on this channel, divine feminine, divine masculine connections here. And sometimes your twin flame, you know, y'all both had to work through karmic energy, right? You had to work through your karmic energy, your karmic cycle as well. The same for your twin. So you may be ahead of them for us on the awakening journey, right? And I talk to y'all too about, you know, once you've awakened, you can understand it for what it is, because a lot of times the twin flame journey can feel very toxic, and you know, you're not understanding like what's going on in the connection, but it is divinely guided by the divine. I'm getting to that. Some of you, if you're in no contact or not, you're in this privileged lady energy. See, like you're focusing on yourself, right? And this is ultimately, this is the first union. When you have a twin flame, the first union is within you. It's you coming into balance, into oneness with the divine feminine, divine masculine energy within yourself. And that's what's going on here, right? With this Four of Wands, this is about home, okay? It's you coming into home, into union. The ultimate union is within you, right? It's you coming home into the ultimate union for you. Coming into that balance, into that harmony. I shared with y'all a dream I had a couple months ago, and it was about coming home. And it was a dream about ravens and me leaving my old life behind. And then, like a month or so later, I actually experienced what that, I got understanding what that dream was. I lived it, right? I went through another ascension and left my old life. Where is it at? Left my old life, what was familiar, behind. And that dream made so much sense. And I said coming home. And in the dream, I thought it was coming home like with my person. But later on, after I ascended, it was me coming home into divine union with myself. Okay? Coming into this luxury, this season of reward, okay, and feeling that at home with myself. When you have a twin flame, they do feel like home to you naturally, right? A twin is going to feel like home to you naturally. But the first home is within you, your own house, right? Your inner man, your inner spirit. Some of you may be coming back into union though with your twin flame, because I'm picking up on the energy for somebody. Everybody, we're all on different timelines, y'all, but for somebody, you've come into this wholeness within yourself, okay, or you are coming into it, aligning with your goals, your mission, being an individual first. I'm also hearing, because sometimes when you go through a twin flame separation, it is for you to balance out the energy within yourself. It is for you to take all that love, that creative force energy, instead of focusing on love outside of you, but for you to turn it inwards, okay, for your own power, your own creation. That is how you get into this Nine of Pentacles energy, okay? Especially you are here as an empath, you naturally just pour your resources into others. You want to help everybody. You want to help them with their ideas, help them ascend, you know, help them meet their goals, right? To make their wishes come true. But you are to turn that energy within, okay? That's what this is about. So for those of you, we're all on different timelines, but for those of you that have come to that place of wholeness within yourself, true wholeness, and you'll know when you're there, there's levels to it, y'all. But you could be coming in contact with your twin flame again, okay? Because I'm seeing the Page of Wands out here. So you could be coming in contact with your twin again, and it may start like small, because the page is the like something new. It's a young energy. So you could be taking small action towards each other, right? Like a friend, right? The page can also represent friend energy. So y'all may just be like in a friend energy, free spirit energy, okay? Discovery energy, y'all discovering and getting to know each other all over again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all getting to discover and know each other all over again. Get to know this new version of each other. Yeah, because you ascended. The moon is out here with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you have been illuminated. But even while y'all were in no contact, you still were communicating with each other telepathically through your subconscious and in your dream state. Y'all could be having experiencing like premonitions of each other. It's soul recognition, y'all. It's deep soul recognition. It's a remembrance. Okay, that's why the Six of Cups was the first card out here. This is memories, right? That nostalgia is when you see this person, it's intense. Like, I know you. You look into each other's eyes, it's like, I know you. And it can feel scary, right? Because the moon also represents fear. It can feel scary. And y'all can trigger each other, run from each other. You trigger each other's fears and anxiety. I'm also getting the energy of that y'all maybe didn't communicate that much because the moon represents mystery, so you could see each other as very mysterious. But it's also, it's like energy that like maybe y'all didn't communicate a whole lot, but you still know each other so deeply on a soul level, right? Y'all maybe didn't communicate a whole lot, but you still know each other deeply on a soul level. You recognize one another on a deep soul level because it's soul recognition. Past lives, many past lives together. Six of Cups. Y'all could have lived 6 lifetimes together. Okay? Yeah, because the Six of Cups also represents balance and harmony. Healing energy. Yeah. Y'all, it's like an energy of y'all heal each other, but you trigger each other too. Right? Y'all heal each other deeply, but you also trigger each other. Six of Cups also represents those childhood memories. And that's why I tell y'all the twin flame journey, it is spiritual. And if you look at everything from a higher perspective, from the spiritual realm, the spiritual world, it will all make sense how these things play out. Okay, but I know everybody that listens to me on this channel is not in a twin flame union. So when I speak about it, I speak of it from a position of always telling you to focus on yourself and your own growth and your own expansion, because you can never go wrong with focusing on yourself. I said before on this channel, you'll always know when it's a twin flame, because when you ascend, they come too. And it may not look like what you think it'll look like, but it's like, you ain't going without me. I'm coming too. I'm gonna work on myself, right? Because it's like that. What's that term? The like the invisible thread theory is like y'all are connected to each other, right? Hey, it's me. Say it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Emerson. Happy birthday. Yeah, but this twin, whether it's a feminine or masculine energy, they are balancing out their emotions, balancing out their life, because they want to come towards you and take action. Okay? The ultimate with the love, the marriage proposal out here. Okay? This is a spiritual connection. And I did say they may want to have a baby with you. The Ace of Cups represents a new baby. And I told y'all I was my circle's the womb. Okay? That baby making energy, that baby making chakra. right? This person, your person, could even be feeling intuitively to have a baby with you, to propose to you, to that you are the one. And the thing too is that when you talk about the twin flame connection, it's deeper than love. It's spiritual. It's cosmic. It's written in the stars. It is a divine mission and a divine assignment to raise the energy of Earth. That's why twin flames are usually polar opposites. Twin flames are usually a unlikely pair, right? You could have different religious views. Okay, one may be religious, one may be more spiritual. You can come from different backgrounds. Okay, different social economic statuses. You could come from different races, different cultures. Just an unlikely pair, and that's the whole idea, to come into that union, that integration, that balancing of the opposites, right? You say, I love you so much, it's made my birthday. Yay! Yes, happy birthday. This is, we're still in Sagittarius season. Yes. Happy birthday. Yes. Um, but yeah, it's your polar opposites for a reason. That's why you also trigger the hell out of each other, right? Because you're opposites, right? So you challenge each other's in your thinking, okay, in your beliefs, in your views, to help you transcend that energy, right? To help you release the blockages, right? To help you come the better, higher version of yourself. That's why I always talk on this channel. When we talk about love over here, I don't tap into karmic energy with love. I always tap into the divine energy with love, okay? And understanding that it is a journey. And when you come and level up within yourself to come into that wholeness within, you understand the journey. Like you're really not even like obsessing over love anymore, right? Because you come into that wholeness to give that love to yourself, sacral chakra energy. Instead of you giving your love outwards or looking for love outside of yourself, you turn inwards. You start making love to yourself. Everything that you wanted in another person, you have it, you feel it, and you give it to yourself, y'all. Privileged lady energy. That's why after that, the home. That's the union. You feel complete. You feel at home with yourself. This is homecoming. It is also marriage. Marrying within yourself, but also coming into union to marry your person. It can't, when that's why I talk about divine love, because the divine does everything in order. I've said that before on this channel. Okay, when you was in your lower frequency and your karmic energy, you got in relationships for karmic reasons, right? You got in relationships because of you still had inner child wounds that you wanted that person to fill those voids, right? But when you came and you said, I want to walk the divine path, I want what the divine has for me, well, the divine's going to walk things out in order, and the divine's going to call you to balance out the energy within yourself, right? This says self-sufficiency, financial independence, right? Enjoying your rewards, luxury, the fruits of your own labor, feeling that wholeness within, being your own wish come true. Man or woman, not looking for somebody else to come in and fill the voids out of illusions, out of fear, okay, out of tradition, but you coming into balance within. Twin, where have you been? Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody gone. Y'all tap that screen, get them hearts up around here. Get them hearts up around here, okay? Twin, yeah. When you have a twin, soul recognition. That's why I tell y'all on this channel, it don't matter if somebody is your twin or a karmic. Focus on your ascension and you're going to see who's who. As you continue to walk it out, it's going to become clear who's who. Thank y'all for them hearts and that love. Oh yeah, y'all, the personal readings are open, so you can go to my website. The link in my bio, book a personal reading, are open. And thank y'all, those that have donated to the channel. Thank y'all so much. That is so generous. Okay. Thank y'all for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes. Scribbity scribes. Subscribers been going up around here. The last reading I did for y'all was that you the star, baby. So we got our stars on. You the star, boo boo. Yeah. It's like this heavy energy too on your wealth, on your finances. That energy is very heavy. Like many of you could be remembering your mission. Yeah, remembering your mission. That is coming out here. What's this? Yeah, you've been releasing those fears. Yeah. Um, excuse me, working through your shadows, working through the darkness, integrating with your darkness. Okay, working through your insecurities to free yourself. Yeah, working through your insecurities to free yourself so you can come into that alignment and take action on your vision. See, the King of Wands is a visionary. The King of Wands is a visionary. It's all about taking action. So the Moon card representing what's hidden, followed by the King of Wands. So you've been releasing those fears, releasing the anxiety, okay? And being able to be released to take action. Somebody said, do you believe in God? Well, my answer to that is I believe everybody has their own interpretation of God and who God is or what God is, what God stands for. So I believe in a higher power, right? Everybody has their own interpretation of what and who God is. So we may not believe in the same God, right? Because if you ask somebody they believe in God, they may not believe in the same God you believe in, but you both can say, yeah, I believe in God. But y'all talking about 2 different gods or 10 different gods. You watch from South Africa? Hey, y'all, we've been reaching all over. Last reading, I had somebody say they was watching from Brazil. Okay, Brazil, South Africa. I think I seen India. But we've been all over the globe. Expanding. I love it. Y'all, welcome to the channel. Yeah, we're talking about twin flame energy right now. Those of you that resonate with having a twin flame. What was I just saying though? Oh, we're talking about God. Yeah. You said, okay, I get that. Yeah. Everybody has their own interpretation of God. That's why some people can be limited. I've talked about that on this channel because I went through that. Like, you know, I grew up a Christian. And hey, y'all, Abdul K, hello. I grew up a Christian. And so I walked the journey of Christ. And as I walked the journey of Christ, I became more Christ conscious, more awakened, okay? And I had to release limitations that I had on God. And that's why I say that the way I do. People put limitations on God, who God is, and what God is about, okay? And how God moves and thinks. And for myself, I kept myself in my mind, I kept myself in a prison, a mental prison, a mental loop, okay, outside of what I was feeling led and called to do and wanting to be free, freeing myself, okay, but my fears and anxiety of what I believe God to be kept me stuck. That message is for somebody. That message is for somebody. Nope. As I'm looking at the Hierophant, as I say that, the Hierophant is about religion, institutions, and tradition. Hey, say it's nice you visit US. Yes, I want to visit South Africa. But as I say that, the Hierophant is here. It's about institutions, religion, society, and its rules. Yeah, social approval, conformity. So it just got to a point where I just literally was in a loop of feeling stuck in my own life, y'all. I'm so for real. This message is for somebody. I was at a point where I was feeling stuck in a loop, in a prison in my own life. Because I wanted to be obedient in alignment for who I believe God to be. And I literally heard a word from within to help me release those limits, right? And to free myself, y'all. And I'm seeing the Eight of Swords in my mind. Eight of Swords is about self-imprisonment. It's believing that you're in prison, believing you're stuck by your thoughts. And you're not stuck, but you believe you are, right? A lot of people are stuck because of the definition, the image that they have made of God in their mind. And they feel stuck. That don't even make sense, right? Somebody can't be with their twin flame because of who they believe God is in religion and tradition. You can't be with somebody like that. Didn't I tell y'all twin flame unions are polar opposites? They're taboo. It's a forbidden love, right? But it's like, are you going to stay in low vibrational double energy out of fear and anxiety and tradition? Or are you going to free yourself from the shackles to align with your true self, your higher self? Because in your higher self, there is no fear, there is no anxiety. It's just freedom. And it truly is free. I'm being reminded of that post I seen that said, basically when you rebel against all, social norms in society, and it's like, congratulations, you have escaped the matrix, right? Congratulations, you have escaped the matrix. It's freeing when you get to an energy of, I'm going to be true to myself, be in alignment with my higher self, my true will, and you just have an I don't give a fuck energy anymore. This is my life. And it's so freeing when you step into that energy. Many people are controlled by society, by tradition, by religion. Thank you, Eloy. Say you are wonderfully and perfectly created on purpose and for a purpose. God loves you. Stay blessed. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming by. I got some new soul family members here. Thank y'all so much for your hearts and your subscribes. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I see y'all in the next one. I'm gonna be on here for a little bit, a few more minutes. But yeah, this message is for somebody. Twin, where have you been? I'm also getting like, twin, where have you been? The other half of your soul, like the other half of you within. There's a part of you, somebody feels imprisoned, somebody feels shackled, right? Somebody feels shackled. Let's get into some more cards. Let's see, we want to do what's blocking you. Ace of Pentacles. Let's get into some energy here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of emotions and your manifestations. Your yeah, choices is out here. Let's get into some what's blocking you energy. But yeah, somebody, it needs to free themselves. Okay. Twin, where have you been? Because you're not, how you making a wrong decision? It's like somebody, I'm getting the energy of somebody like you almost like punish yourself for, you feel guilty about being in your own pleasure. I'm getting that energy. It's like an energy from society. I used to be like that too, like feeling like you feel guilty for like resting, or you feel guilty for actually doing things that you enjoy, like you don't feel deserving. Yeah, like you don't feel deserving. Oh, as I said that, control loop. I said that when I said I was stuck in a loop. Control loop. Yeah, micromanaging, anxiety, fear of chaos. Control loop. Yeah, I talked about this on another reading before about that energy of like always trying to micromanage people. And it's a trauma response, because you want to always be able to like read people, but at the same time you rob people of being free. It's like you really put people in a cage, in a box. Like people come in, like in my energy, people come to know me and they want to like categorize me and put me in a box, and you can't. You can't, because we're multifaceted, right? That may work in the karmic world where it's a bunch of NPCs, non-playable characters. You can put them in a box, but divine beings, you can't put divine beings in a box. And you being a divine being, you're not meant to be put in a box. And that's why somebody feels stuck, because you are keeping yourself mentally imprisoned. Because here's the thing I had to face when I decided to come out of the box, the loop, the barriers of religion and institutions. It was scary at first, right? Because religion is based on control, and they control through fear. It was scary. And then that was also my clue that this was not right, because God also says that we're not to live in fear. But I'm feeling like I'm living in fear by this religion. So that was a dead giveaway for me to free myself. And when I did, my whole world opened up for me. I didn't feel those chains. I didn't feel bound anymore. But the reality is, you can, like I said earlier, you create what your image of the higher power to be. Nobody can tell you that, what that is for you, because it's personal. That's the difference with religion and spirituality. Religion is based on conformity, but spirituality is based on you, the divinity within you. Nobody can tell you what that is. Oh, y'all, we got some cards down here. Yeah, look at this. As I say this, mental block. Fear of failure keeps you stuck. Break free from limits to unlock your potential. Oh my God. It's like I'm psychic. I just said this. It's like I'm psychic. I just said this. Healing clarity. Amplify your emotions and bring your shadows to the surface to heal them. We talked about that already. Amplify your and I just seen the Ace of Cups when I was shuffling, which is all about emotions. Amplify your emotions and bring your shadows to the surface to heal them. The Moon energy was one of the first cards out, which is all about what's hidden. We talked about you coming into alignment and wholeness. Y'all, don't make me preach on here. When it comes to manifestation, how you manifest, see, this is about celebration. How you manifest and ascend and have that celebration energy is when you come into wholeness within yourself. You understand? You coming into that wholeness within yourself. Okay? That is how you manifest. Whatever it is that you are strongly desiring, you have it when you come into alignment within. Manifestation, celebration, home. Yeah. Mysterious shift is out here. Personal growth can happen quickly and in ways you may not initially understand. Exactly. That's what we were talking about when we talked about freeing yourself from institutions and conformity that makes you feel trapped and blocked and in a control loop. Literally, control loop was the first card that came out here. Freeing yourself from a control loop. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Yeah. Freeing yourself. So it's like, that's why I said when I first came on here, paying attention to your body, okay? Your mind, your soul, your spirit, and how you feel. Somebody here has been suppressing their emotions. Somebody's been suppressing their emotions. Yeah. Avoidance is out here. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. Yeah. So the King of Cups was also out here with the Ace of Cups. Both of those, Ace of Cups came out here twice, but the King of Cups. All these three cards are about emotions. Somebody's been avoiding their emotions. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody has deeply been avoiding their emotions. And it could be from what they were taught. Tunnel vision consumes thoughts and emotions, often blinding you to see the big picture. Wow. Tunnel vision. So with the avoidance, tunnel vision here. Yeah, that's the same thing as avoidance. Yeah, avoidance, being blinded to see the bigger picture. But it's keeping somebody feeling stuck with this control loop energy. So somebody is needing to free themselves, okay? The shadow work for somebody on here today is for their emotions to be free. That's the energy that I'm getting. I'm being reminded on a reading I did for y'all like a week or two ago about what's blocking you. And I said that you need to be loving on yourself, okay? Because I see forgotten needs. So you needing to, that energy is about neglecting yourself, yearning for care. But it's also picking up on energy of somebody does not feel worthy. This is what I always tell y'all. I do shadow work readings. So if you want to book a reading with me to see what is your shadow work you need to do, I am a strong believer of shadow work. I've been doing shadow work all my life before I knew shadow work was a thing. I didn't know what shadow work was a term, and I've been doing shadow work. And shadow work is just you recognizing the lower energies within yourself and freeing yourself from it. Like if something makes you feel bad, paying attention to that. What is the root of that? Okay. And you releasing it so you can free yourself. And there's many levels and layers of that. But that's what this energy is. Healing clarity. Healing clarity. Amplify your emotions and bring your shadows to the surface to heal them. That is our only work. And so what I was saying for somebody, if you wanted to come into manifest your reality, whether it's about love, a twin flame or not, this could be concerning a career. You want to make a career move, okay? Because mysterious shift is out here. Somebody may want to make a move with your career, your home life, your family life, maybe where you live, but you feel mentally blocked from doing it, okay? And recognizing what is the control loop. What is the control loop keeping you stuck? What's the fear? What's the anxiety that you need to release? Okay? What's that mental block? I'm also getting with that energy of twin, where have you been? I said, you know, it's your other half of you wanting to show up, okay? All of us have the light and the shadow within us. So it's the coming to that wholeness of it within yourself. It's the other half of you that wants to show up and thrive. Yeah. Yeah, it's the other half of you that wants to show up and thrive. The card was saying that competition energy. You got everything outside of you, all these structures and institutions, everything outside of you competing for you. But it's like, when are you going to pay attention and acknowledge your true self? And that's what the journey has been about, shedding layers of yourself that's not true, that's not you. And we all have that work that we have to do. Self-doubt is out here. It says it's often just a perception and not a reflection of your true abilities and worth. That is for somebody. It's often just a perception and not a reflection of your true abilities and worth. So somebody is wanting to free themselves into the fullness of their manifestation, be it in love, okay, being with the love of their life, being in their ideal career. Y'all know, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. What I'm doing today in tarot, I told you I grew up as a Christian. This stuff is forbidden. This is evil. What's that other word they be using? Blasphemy. Okay, for you to be a child of God, you cannot do this kind of things, right? And I told y'all I felt all of my life like I was in this loop, this prison within my own life, and I hated it. And I would pray about it. Like, I want to be free free me from this. And I was like, I was being reminded, I would always say, like, I wanted to know my purpose. But what I felt was my purpose felt like it was outside of the conformities, outside of the tradition and what is acceptable. So I spent many years, it wasn't wasted. It's all part of the lesson. And I built up my skills, but I spent many, many years making decisions and living my life based on society's approval and what would be socially acceptable, right? Like I would do things I was interested in to an extent, but it always knew it was more that I wanted to do to free myself. And I never felt like I could go and do those things, whether it was fear, okay, fear that it wasn't gonna work, fear of the unknown, fear of success. Fear of success is a real thing. Some of y'all know that you're destined to be successful. Some of y'all know that you have a divine counterpart. You have the love of your life. You've already met the love of your life, but you have a fear of it not working out. But that's the difference when you truly align with the divine. Yeah, that karmic stuff, karmic decisions that we made, no, it didn't work out. Of course, it wasn't going to work out because it was only temporary. It was karmic energy. Karmic energy is temporary. We just there for a short time to learn the lessons and move on. But when it's divine, it's true. That's why divine love, true love, it never dies. Divine love never dies. That's why that passion, that career, that dream you have that you want to manifest has not died. For some of y'all, it's been 10, 15, 20 years that you've been having this vision of what you want to create and manifest in your life, and it still has not died yet because it's divine, because it's true. It never dies. When it's divine, it never dies. All the divine is waiting for somebody is for you to accept it and to tap in to you, tap in with yourself. Hey, Colbert. You say, Neil, universal guidance on what the card says about me. Like, when will I get serious? Scorpio. Hey, you can book a personal reading with me and we can dig deeper into that for you. Love that vibe. Thank y'all. We can dig deeper on a personal reading. Yeah, I do shadow work. I have 3 different packages y'all can choose from. We can do shadow work for what's blocking you, okay, for your path. But this is a general, so this is for this is general energy. So this, some of this may apply to you, some may not. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Hey y'all, but that is the thing, y'all. Like, and y'all know I'm very transparent. I will share my story in a minute with y'all. Okay, I will share my story in a minute with y'all. I had to free myself, and what's ironic is part of you freeing yourself is looking crazy. I talked about that on the last reading. We worked on releasing validation. When you release the need of validation, right? So that means you freeze yourself from the opinions of others. What they gonna think, what they gonna say, oh, they gonna talk about me, they gonna think I'm crazy. But you are free. You are happy. And that's the thing, when you truly get to that place of peace and acceptance and wholeness and joy within yourself, you don't give a fuck about what nobody think, what they say, whether they like it or not, whether they approve or not. I don't care. You have your life to live and I have mine to live. That's the energy. I'm not about to be living in a mental prison for you to approve of me and accept me when you still gonna talk about me anyway. So I'm gonna hold up my own life to be accepted by somebody that is set on talking about me and finding something wrong with what I'm doing. Period. That's for real, y'all. These people be literally, and it be family. Sometimes be your own parents. They be set on making you out to be a disappointment. They be set on making you out to be a disappointment. You ain't did it, when they did it. You didn't do it on the timeline they did it. That was their timeline. You have your own. Somebody needs to free themselves from that energy. We're going to get into some messages from the universe card, and we're going to wrap up this reading. I love doing these readings so much. I always knew in my journey that I would help people. I always knew that because God told me that my journey would be to help others, that what I've gone through, my personal experience, will be used to free others. So I always knew I would do work within that line of sharing my story and helping other people. I didn't know it would be this. And if I had stayed stuck in that control loop, I never would have freed myself to do this. And I absolutely love what I do. I love what I do so much I come here and do it for free. Like, without anybody asking me to do it. I absolutely love what I do. I have other things I do outside of here too, but this is one of the things that I always knew was destined for me. Take your time to build it up. What? So let's get into some messages from the universe. To wrap up this energy. But twin, where have you been? So I told y'all I got a few contexts from that. One heavily being the real you is asking, where have you been? The true you is asking for, where have you been? That is our work, is to align with our true will, our true self, our highest purpose. That is how you manifest. And I'm just getting that for somebody heavily. Somebody's wondering why things have not been working out. Why have you not, why does it seem like your manifestations have been blocked? Because for somebody, you are not aligned with your true will, your true self. Part of magic, okay, magic with a K, part of magic that you came here coded with, born with, is for you to align with the trueness of who you are and your highest purpose. But somebody is in denial of what they truly desire. So that's why somebody feels blocked and stuck in a mental prison. I saw the denial when I was shuffling the shadow deck card. But the first card out here says, prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. Exactly. There is no rush. That's why I said, what's for you is for you. What I would be in a rush to do is to hurry up and release all that low frequency, the things that are not aligned, the things that are not serving you for your highest good. That's part of self-care and self-love, is removing yourself from those limiting beliefs. You said, this is my reading? Good. Removing yourself from those limiting beliefs. Yeah. This one says, no act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. Right? And if you're listening to this reading, you are an empath. Right? You are a beautiful soul. And it's never wasted what you have given to others. That could be energy for somebody as well, that you feel fear of losing yourself, or fear of your love being wasted and not appreciated. And it's never a waste, because the divine always rewards you. Yeah. The divine always rewards you when you are in alignment, when you are free to love. When we love from the purity of who we are. We love from the purity of who we are, because we are love, right? That's why I know for myself, truly walking the path of Christ, the higher path, you learn how to be love, right? So when I come across people and I love them for who they truly are. But a lot of times they can't receive it because they don't feel worthy of love. They're used to love that feels conditional, like the love from their parents. Love has always been conditional, or love has always been transactional. What can you do for me, right? But when an empath or someone such as myself comes and loves somebody from a higher frequency, we love from the highest frequency. It's a love from heaven. We see an imperfect person and we love them for who they are, right where they are. And a lot of people run from that. They can't receive that. But when those people are not able to love me or love you in return, you it can make your heart go cold, but it's no need to be cold. Okay? It's no need to be cold because the divine always fills up our cup of love, right? And sometimes we come on someone's journey to love them unconditionally, so they can experience a true divine love, right? But it doesn't take away anything from us. If anything, we learn how to be more selective and pour back into ourselves. Okay, with that Nine of Pentacles. All right, this one said, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. Okay, that's what we were talking about. Okay, it's going to be the last one. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Okay? So these are some beautiful messages for somebody that needed to hear it. And yeah, y'all. Your other half, the other half of you is waiting for you to show up in your own life. Okay? You've been feeling like twin. Where have you been? Okay? It's in front of you the whole time. You versus you. Okay? In front of you the whole time. You say thank you. Hey. Yes. Y'all, my cramp went away. Lord have mercy. Okay. That was for somebody, okay? Because that was sacral chakra energy. Yeah, that was sacral chakra energy, y'all. That was sacral chakra energy. I'm going to read this because it was the first page that it turned to. This is my book. I've showed y'all before, Chakra Healing. This is about, has all the 7 chakras in there. Y'all know when we have dis-ease in our body, they are connected to our chakras. They're energy blockages. They never want to teach us this stuff. I definitely recommend y'all getting a Reiki healing. I've had one, a chakra energy healing and a removing. But you can do one on yourself at home. Okay? But I'm going to read this, then we're going to wrap up. When I started this live, I suddenly started having like cramps, okay, in my sacral chakra, okay? That is our womb energy. That is our creation. Hold on one second. In the page, it opened up to shame. But I want to find something real quick. Yeah. See, this said the sacral chakra, yeah, is connected to your reproductive activities and your emotions, okay? And your creation, right? This is our manifestation energy. So that aligns with what we're talking about here. Okay. Yeah, and I said you may be feeling out of touch or feel guilty about pleasure. Yeah, this is tied to your guilt and shame. It says when the sacral chakra is out of harmony, you have difficulty expressing our feelings or are cut off from them. So that's that being detached energy, out of touch with pleasure and hold unprocessed anger. Okay, this when the sacral chakra is out of balance. We feel stifled in our creativity and resentful for not being able to birth our ideas into the world, right? So that's the block. I said that about when I was feeling mentally prisoned, okay, in my own life, not being able to, feeling resentful and stifled with birthing my ideas into the world. It says we also may have relationship issues, platonic and romantic, reproductive issues, or feel unstable or unhealthy around aspects of our sexuality. There will also be a feeling of shame. I just said we landed on shame. Thank you, Spirit. Universe is so perfect. It says we also may have issues around money and abundance. Told y'all, manifestation energy. Either placing an overemphasis on obtaining material goods or not owning our abundance at all. Okay. And then when I opened this page, it opened up to shame. Fell back. I was a little too fast. Yeah. So it says here, we experience shame when we feel humiliated. So shame is connected to the sacral chakra, okay? We experience shame when we feel humiliated about something we perceive that we've done wrong, or something that somehow reflects the idea that we are inadequate, not good enough, or not strong enough. Sometimes we can feel shame about who we are, how we perform in front of others when we feel defeated. And when it comes to how we feel about ourselves sexually, all of these strong feelings destabilize the sacral plexus chakra, which is the seat of our emotions. In fact, because this energy center is also where we house feelings about sex and sexuality, patients commonly experience shame around their bodies because shame can affect our personal power and how we see ourselves, often diminishing our own self-worth as a form of self-punishment for any perceived wrongs. The solar plexus chakra also takes a hit and self-esteem is taxed. Yeah. So that is for somebody, okay? This is the Chakra Healing by Margarita Alcantara. I love this book. It goes over all 7 chakras. Our chakras are in alignment with our behavioral changes, okay? Food and diet, essential oils, crystals, yoga, and meditation. So it talks about the foods that we can eat that can help heal certain chakras within our body, crystals that we can connect with, okay? Even down to colors, right? I was drawn to by this orange gold ring maybe a month ago, okay? This is the color of the sacral chakra. That's just the chakra I feel assigned to talk about on on this channel. So I always end up relating to that in some way because we are heavy in our divine energy and our manifestation and creating. So twin, where have you been? It's the other half of you looking for you. It's waiting the other half of you waiting for you to show up in your own life so you can manifest what it is that you truly deserve and desire in this lifetime, because you lived lifetimes before to work up to this energy, right? So pay attention to the signs when you feel called and drawn to do certain things. It's for a reason, okay? Twin, where have you been? Showing up in your own life. Queen of Cups and Magician. Showing up in your own life to create, taking your power back to manifest. You had the power all along, freeing yourself. Being in your intuitive energy, okay? Comforting yourself. Magician, manifesting, stepping into your power, your creativity, okay? So, say you're a real one. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. This was so much fun today. I'm gonna wrap this one up. I probably gonna come back on here later on this evening, so y'all can turn on your notifications if you want to, so you can catch the live. I usually do 2 when I do come live. I'll do it in the day and do it again at night. And we have fun, y'all. We just talk about whatever the divine gives us is for somebody to tap in, okay? So I enjoyed this. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it as well. And I will see y'all in the next one. Love you. Bye.